Hump day. Got to get over the hump. It is hump day. It's Wednesday. It's the morning run. Coming at you 3 times a week in the month of January. It is Big Dog Chico. It is yours truly, Uncle Neely. Harbaugh is out. The portal is open. Coach Prime is doing his thing. Might have a very special guest today, so don't go nowhere. It is the morning run.
Runners. Take your places and mount up. It is the morning run. TMR Live. Y'all see the right there below. Y'all make sure y'all follow right down below. The morning run live on all social media, especially Instagram, where you can find us right now, live and direct. Got a couple of things to address today. Got my main man, Uncle Neely, right here with me as always. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're live on the Pregame Network. Make sure y'all hit that follow, like, subscribe, comment, become a member of the channel, join. Become a member. What you waiting on? If you haven't joined yet, you're late. Should have joined yesterday. All right. So get up in there. Subscribe to both channels and support both channels. All right.
Absolutely.
We got some news, man, popping off. We got things that went on last couple of days. Yeah, news you could use, as they would say on the radio back in the day. I used to listen to a shout out to radio personality.
Back when it was on Rebel Radio.
Larry Morris.
And everybody in the 100-mile radius of Selma thought you was a white dude. I listen to that Chico in the mornings now. I tell you, that Chico was where it's at.
Well, hell, one day I came up there to bring him a gift, and this black fella walked out with braids in his head. I said, "What the hell?" And
I said, "Yeah, I'm here to see Chico." And when he walked out, that wasn't I expecting.
That wasn't the Chico I expected. That was Daryl.
Hey, man, when y'all tap in, let us know where you checking in from. I see Richmond VA is in the house. Chico, speaking of tapping in, I talked about it on Morning Wood, but I don't think we've done it here on TMR. We haven't unveiled to this audience the top cities and states from 2025 season, man. It was phenomenal. We appreciate the support. It was as Future would say, fantastic.
Well, give them a shout out there and let them know which cities and states were top and supporting.
I can does that real quick. I can does that real quick, Chico.
Before we get into the meat and potatoes.
Yeah, I can does that real quick. Gia. So top cities, the top cities and views for the 2025 season, man. Houston came in at number 1, Atlanta number 2, New York City number 3, number 4, Dallas, Texas, 5, Chicago, 6, Charlotte, 7, Los Angeles, 8, Denver, Colorado, 9, Las Vegas, and 10, Duval, Jacksonville. Those were our top 10 cities, man. That is truly coast to coast, like for real. Sade would say, coast to coast, LA to Chicago. Like all of them in there. And
I challenge you. What did she say after that, though?
Ooh, dog, I had to sing the whole thing. Let's say the whole thing. I just got it's like the alphabet. I can't just pick. You can't ask me what come after the K. I got to start at A.
All right, do it over. Coast to coast, LA to Chicago.
Oh, I was doing the alphabet. Which one you want me to do?
What did Sade say after coast to coast, LA to Chicago?
What did she say, Chico?
I don't know. I'm asking you. Hell,
I mean, I don't
supposed
remember.
To be the resident.
I don't remember. Man, let me tell these people the states. Then we get on Sade.
Okay.
So, because here's what happens, man. You know, you have like some top cities, right, in the state. Like for instance, in the top cities, you had Houston and Dallas coming out of Texas, but Austin, everybody showed up. So when you look at the states, Chico, Texas was number 1, Georgia number 2, Florida number 3, California out there with our man Dan Danny's number 4, North Carolina was number 5, Colorado was number 6. We appreciate our girl Denise Smith, Colorado, out there doing her thing. New York, the state, was number 7, Virginia number 8, Maryland number 9, and number 10 was Illinois. So, man, those are our top 10 cities, top 10 states. We appreciate the love. Y'all spread the word, and let's see who can rise up in 2026 and maybe take somebody's spot.
All right. I'm trying to figure out what she really said.
Oh
Coast to
my
coast,
God.
LA to Chicago. Western Maine. Whatever she said. But hey man, hey, big news going on out of Colorado. We could start there, you know, in the middle of America, basically,
Mm-hmm.
out there where the Flatirons are. Coach
Yeah.
Prime making moves once again,
Did that.
adding an established coach to his staff.
Yeah.
Man, I think this is a huge move for him for many reasons. But we're gonna let Uncle Neely let us know what the heck going on in Colorado with Coach Prime and the moves that he's been making.
Doug, let me just before we like deep dive, I could just skim off the surface of it. Uh,
Okay.
Coach,
Yeah.
what he has accomplished in Georgia in the high school ranks and his high school networking capabilities built thereof. You talk about a pipeline for recruitment.
Yes.
There's not a high school coach in Georgia that does not know that coach and think highly of him. But I
Mhm.
want to go a little step further, Chico, because it was just about a year ago that when Coach Prime and Nike hosted the high school coaches elite camp on Colorado's campus, and Coach Niblett was one of the attendees, taking notes, walking the building, doing his thing, and look what happens a year later.
Mm-hmm.
Like you never know. Trust and relationships. Just trying to put y'all up on game.
That's right. It's all about that. Let's see what Coach had to say then.
Here, what
Yeah,
you're getting out
here
of
it
it.
is right
Wow. First of all, to God be the glory, man. Just to have an opportunity to be here and just the spirit here, the energy here. I mean, it's unbelievable. But I've been looking forward to this because, I mean, I've always kind of wanted to see Colorado up close, but Dion's a dear friend of mine, and I think a lot of him, but the culture here, I mean, it's unbelievable. It's been awesome to get to be a part of it.
Now, you guys have been getting open access.
Yeah.
Go anywhere you want to go.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Well, I mean, and you don't get that everywhere. And so you can feel like you're part of the family when you're here as soon as you step in the door. And that's something special to high school coaches, especially when you got that kind of treatment to where they allow you to be able to kind of come and do and see and learn. And it's pretty special, but we appreciate it for sure.
And I see you taking notes.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm always taking notes. Hey, you're either growing and learning or you're not.
That's right. Home run hire right there for Coach Prime. These are not
there.
just
Absolutely, man. I just think, again, when you look at the athletes coming out of not just the state of Georgia, but the South, and what he's going to be able to bring in recruitment there, his championship pedigree and knowledge, what he brings into that, his football knowledge, his offensive knowledge, like been there, done that. And it's not just a Georgia thing. He's a nationwide commodity. Reminds me a lot, man, of what a David Kelly brings to the table, like with his networking relationship amongst coaches, amongst programs, and knowing where the dogs are. So big time hire by Coach Prime. I think people were asking us just on Monday, Chico, on the morning run, hey, any more hires taking place? What's going on? And we told y'all that like between right now all the way to the spring game, there's going to be happening, because the fact of the matter is college ball is still being played. Portal is still open, and the NFL season hasn't completed yet. So look for more news.
Yeah. Former Hoover High School head coach, also powerhouse in Alabama, right there in the heart of the South in the football black belt, as they say. So he has that, like you said, we talk about trust and relationships. He has that in the South. He knows, all the hot spots down there in Alabama and Georgia, knows how to connect with the players and the parents and things of that nature. So I think it's a home run hire to bring him in for recruiting purposes, for the development process of these young players, to retain some of these players also. I just think, great move by Coach Prime, along with Coach Brennan Marion. Same type of young hire with energy and great relationships and recruiting pipeline and things of that nature. So, man, and nothing but up. Where was that arrow pointing on?
Well, there's nothing, man. The stock is saying buy, buy, buy. Not sell, sell, sell. Chico,
Yeah.
go another layer with you on it. You and I know and both agree that the transfer portal ain't going nowhere.
Right.
And since it ain't going nowhere, we're going to continue to have a buyer beware used car kind of market taking place. And this particular coach, who's helped so many other coaches at the college ranks get players from high school, he's going to even know how to go in with these high school coaches who got guys in the portal and say, hey, Coach Cleveland, don't bullshit me now. What tell me about this guy?
Yeah.
Because they got the relationship where they're gonna keep it 100 with him and let him know,
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, he's this, but he's also that. Because a lot of times what happens out there is you do your Carfax on a player, you don't get all the facts.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that Coach Prime has said in his program, he has told his players to say, look, dog, when these scouts come here, NFL scouts, I'm not finna lie for you. Because I
It's gonna
can't
mess up my
damage my
relationship.
relationship that I've built
Yeah.
35, 40, going on 40 years now, to not tell the truth on you.
Mm-hmm.
So when they ask, we're gonna tell them.
Got to, man. Any other hires that we might not know about or shakeups on this Coach Prime staff that you can kind of let us know about? Or actually, we could probably go over that later on in the show, but just a quick little
Yeah,
skim
I
over the
don't know.
top
I
of it.
don't know if you remember, man, that laundry detergent commercial, Chico, from the 70s and 80s when they said ancient Chinese secret. Can't tell Chico. Can't tell. Well, I can tell you. But I can't.
I, I remember that from a movie. I don't remember the actual commercial though.
Yeah, they were acting like their laundry was the best in town, but they were using store-bought detergent. How y'all getting these clothes so clean? Ancient Chinese secret.
Oh my. All right. So let's go to another shout out to Coach Prime once again with the recruiting that's been done. We'll talk about more of that later on in the show. Y'all stay tuned for that. But we got to get to a few other things. Where you want to start with? You want to go to
No, well, since we hopped on, we're going to 3 days a week in January. Since we left Monday, we had a robust discussion on Black Monday and what that is in the NFL. And we told y'all then, Black Monday ain't just the start and end of it. That's just the first day of it. And since then, Harbaugh, Baltimore Ravens.
They fired my dog. They let my dog go.
Yeah. What you think, Chico?
It was about that time. Just didn't get over that hump. Came very close many times. Just snake bitten like this last time. Missed, with a field goal miss. So at this point with a football team, man, you had this guy been 18 years. I think it's been 18 seasons. And that voice, some people might say, can become a little bit stale. I think it's because of it'll be associated with all of those close misses and being right there. And maybe some people on the team, they need a different voice just to feel like they can get over that hump. You know, I hate to see it, but I think he'll end up somewhere else coaching ASAP, just like a couple other of these coaches will, just switching uniforms and go from there. So I just like Pete Carroll, I saw that he would be getting like 200,000+. I don't know whether it was a week or a day for the next couple of years after being let go by the Raiders. A lot of these coaches shouldn't be upset, though. Y'all should put y'all feet up and go kick it on the boat with your family and friends with these contracts the way it is. But, hate to see Harbaugh leave Baltimore, but it was about that time.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that take, Chico. I co-sign that with you. Sometimes when this stuff happens, man, nobody's wrong, right? Like no one did something. It's just that we get to a fork in the road and we're going to continue repeating what we've done, or we're going to bring in a spark and try to get over the hump. And I think in this situation, it literally comes down to, okay, y'all, are we keeping Harbaugh, or are we keeping Lamar? Because something in this dynamic is not getting us over the hump.
Yeah.
And again, that's not a blame thing. That's not that Lamar can't play. That ain't that Harbaugh can't coach. Is we have tried this time and time again, and something always happens to keep us from getting over the hump. We got to do something different. Is it going to be the QB or the coach? And I think the shelf life that you have with Lamar and bringing in another coach it's easier to get him over the hump than it is Harbaugh over the hump. And I think Harbaugh will be very effective somewhere else, turning a franchise around just like he did with Baltimore Ravens.
Well, I guess that goes right into the next question. Where do you think that next place will be? And, the Browns have an opening over there, and they need some stability and a proven head coach. You know, if they want to go that way rather than going to a younger head coach, where do you see Jim Harbaugh landing? And then we can go into the Cleveland Browns situation also.
They'd be well, you know, I hate to say they'd be crazy not to talk to him because the Browns do a lot of crazy stuff, but they'd be crazy not to talk to him.
I think they just requested to interview the Ravens offensive coordinator, not Harbaugh, but the offensive coordinator. I saw.
Okay, so like we said, they do crazy stuff, like but I would say this now, that offense coordinator has worked with a young quarterback in Lamar, so there's some connectivity there. But you've seen what they've been able to do to you in the AFC, and then there's a dynamic between the Browns and Baltimore because you know they once moved and moved back and all that kind of stuff. So I think Harbaugh just brings enough to the table that anybody out there with a vacancy got to let him tell you like, no, I'm gonna take a year off, or yeah, I'm gonna take a couple of years off. But he is still a high caliber, desirable coach. It just did not get over the hump in Baltimore, and that doesn't mean he's a bad guy.
Yeah, and to go along with your take, I see a post on Twitter saying the Ravens stole the Browns, and now the Browns have an opportunity to acquire their ex-head coach, very classy John Harbaugh. There's a certain kind of irony there, but the Browns are unlikely to get him. They'll recruit another QB in the draft, management buffoons, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, I saw a mock draft for the first round, and Cleveland, you know, has 2 picks in the first round. Their first pick in this mock draft was showing an offensive tackle good, and then the second pick was showing a quarterback. And I was like, these jokers, man. Like, it's just.
I think that with the right situation or with the right trade partner, they could potentially trade that 6th pick down, still get that tackle that was projected that they would get. They could possibly add a couple of more later round picks, you know, second,
Yeah,
third
because
round
the
pick by
stuff they
doing that.
need, you can get high quality stuff later.
Yeah.
Particularly because here's my concern about even their O-line, and I'm putting myself in the position that Shador is the quarterback. So I'm trying to protect my guy. Let me admit my bias. I'm not saying this as a Browns fan. I'm saying this as a Shadiggity Shador fan. You can't just protect him via the draft on the offensive line. You got to go get some experience because you don't want those simultaneous growing pains. And so you could trade away that 6th pick and get a couple of veterans in or drop, you know, you can do a lot of stuff with it.
Yeah. Drop down. Hey, get you a couple of veterans, drop down, get you a lot of filler pieces because one player is not going to change or turn around the franchise as far as what they need moving forward to win. You know, you're going to need multiple pieces. And if you feel like that that player that you can get in that 6th pick, you can get in the 9th pick or the 10th pick by trading down, then you also acquire another 2nd or 3rd round pick in there. Hell, shoot, somebody might give up a late 1st round pick to get up there. So,
they might.
Hey man, you know, I would definitely look at that because you got some playmakers that are projected for the 2nd round at wide receiver, 2nd and 3rd round wide receiver. You have some the offensive tackles with an A grade that's still projected that can be mid to 1st round picks that you'll have a chance to get. So build around Shador, dog. Build around Shador.
Makes
Tell
sense
you
to
what,
me.
though, let's give a shout out before we move forward.
Hold on,
up.
Chico. Now. Now. You're in trouble now.
Yeah. Prime is in the building.
Yeah.
Let's go.
What we doing, baby?
What's up, Coach? How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Keeping it real.
That's right.
That's all.
Coach, how you feeling first and foremost?
Man, first of all, God is so good. I'm feeling wonderful. And if you know what I know, you don't want to mess with this. Oh, you know, I know. Yeah. What Cube said, today is a good day.
It is.
Yeah, it's a good day. It's been a good week. Been a good, it's good. I love the feeling. I love the vibe. I love the emotion. I love the thought process. I love everything that's popping right now. I really do.
Man, y'all W the chat up.
They said the 3 wins was going to hurt your recruiting. They said that you forgot how to coach. And when I'm
I-
looking at
In
what's
a
happening in the
year, I
portal right
forgot
now,
in a year. It's like somebody forgetting how to drive or ride a bicycle. I ain't rode a bicycle in what 4 months. I still know how to ride.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't fished in at least a week, but I still know how to fish. I ain't hunted ever, but I'm sure I know how to shoot.
Mm, that's a fact.
Yeah, yeah.
but what's the process been like for you? Now, now that it's officially open, you can talk to parents, talk to kids, you can get them on the couch in your recruiting lounge.
Yeah.
What's it been like?
It's been wonderful. First and foremost, let me let you understand this. I'm hands-on with everything right now.
Mm.
Everything. Like every kid I've watched on tape and have picked him, have selected him to come in myself and know all his attributes, inundated on what's all popular in their lives, the perspective of how they ball, the family structure. We have meetings every morning, staff meetings every morning about all of that to make sure we're able to service the kids properly, as well as making certain that they fit. They got to fit.
Mm-hmm.
They got to fit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
because I think that's some of the mistakes that were made a year ago. Everybody didn't fit.
we talk about that and just
Yeah,
about not getting any type of players just
you
because they
can't
have
do it. You can't do it.
yeah,
Just because they have talent, that don't mean they fit.
right.
Just because it's so funny because I'm so used to giving analogies, and I was about to give an analogy, but I'm like, oh no, that'll get you in trouble. Sometimes I got to think like a head coach, and I'm thinking like I'm trying to inspire, and encourage all the time. And sometimes I got to understand. No. It has to fit, and it has to work for us. Everything that works for somebody else may not work for us, and
Mm.
it has to fit where we are and where we're going, and the understanding, the philosophy of what we're bringing forth.
Yeah. There's been a lot of pressing on the panic button, coach, particularly 2 weeks ago and thereafter, because the first news is always people leaving. And kids are
But it's got
announcing
to be.
before the court leaving it opens.
Yeah.
But now that they see what you're bringing in, what I have argued on your behalf is that we have to compare production, not names.
Well, first of all, Neely, it trips me out how some of them trip with you and Chico and y'all on the inside.
Mm.
How, like,
Mm.
how you tripping with the guy that's at the scene of the crime and telling you what transpired? Like, how you doing that? I don't understand that. And you on the outside looking in, and you trying to tell somebody what you hearing on the news, and these guys are hearing where the news at. I don't understand. The Chico got access, baby. Come on, man, big dog. So you got full access, Neely. You're in there, and I'm gonna give you credit, and I'm gonna give you respect and appreciation for not saying everything that you could.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate that because you do a really good job of protecting people as we do and not saying everything that you could because you see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And much love for Bucky and Darius and all you guys is on the inside that you know that you know.
Coach, I'm going to give you one that the chat ain't heard. You were there.
Okay,
Now, no names, but when people panic over the portal,
got you.
Yeah.
I witnessed a guy who's not only a head coach of a Power 4 school, he's the greatest cornerback that ever played professional football.
Yeah, I know
And I
him.
witnessed him walk up to a player practice and try to give a corner some pointers. And this corner said, "No, I'm good, dog. I don't need that."
You can't tell stories like that, man. It's
But
too
they
real.
say I'm lying, coach.
It's too real. It's too real. You can't tell stuff like that. It's too real. It's too real. Yeah, but you've seen a lot of stuff. You've seen me challenge people to do what's right when wrong is available, and they consistently choose wrong, and that's
Staff and players.
yeah, that hurts you. That hurts you. Hopefully, that hurts
And
you.
speaking of that, coach, speaking of your staff, first week of January in, still got some stuff you're moving around. Where are you with that process? How happy are you where you are now?
I'm elated. I think I know we got two more guys coming in that are big time guys. You guys would nearly, Chico, as well. We got some big time two guys that's going to help the program tremendously. But other than that, we're good. We're right where we need to be, and we have. I don't want to say backups, but I always got to think of if this happens, what are you gonna do about that? If this happens, what are you gonna do about that? We got that in place. I call them JICs, just in cases.
Just in case. Yeah.
Just in case this happens, we straight. Just in
Right.
case that happens, we straight. And I'm happy about that. Pretty Tony's done a great job in regards to that too. But we are hands on every darn thing around here.
Shout out to the newest hire that you just brought in, Coach Niblett, from the high school ranks. Talk about him and what he brings.
We've been together. We coach. You gotta understand. I coached on an All-American game for like 14 years, and Coach Niblett has been there a multitude of those years, being the OC, one of the most decorated high school football coaches in the country. God-fearing man. I mean, loves the Lord with all his heart, with all his might, with all his soul. But a great guy. Like you would hear no one say nothing behind his back that ain't 100. That his character, he's a great guy and knows football. Has the mind of an OC, has the countenance of a head coach, which he's been. He's just who he is. So, and the Bible says, "Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me," and I want to make sure I'm comforted in the right way. And Coach Niblett is awesome, man.
Yeah.
I think he's a plus hire. He's a blessing hire.
Chico, run that clip real quick again. We played early in the show. Coach, I want you to check this out because you and I talk all the time about trust and relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Nike Elite Camp you hosted last year. This coach was at the camp. Here's what he had to say about why he was there visiting your camp, and now he's on staff.
All right, Coach, talk to me about the importance of being here, what you're getting out of it.
Wow. First of all, to God be the glory, man. Just to have an opportunity to be here and just the spirit here, the energy here. I mean, it's unbelievable. But I've been looking forward to this because, I mean, I've always kind of wanted to see Colorado up close, but Deion's a dear friend of mine, and I think a lot of him, but the culture here, I mean, it's unbelievable. It's been awesome to get to be a part of it.
Now, you guys have been getting open access, go anywhere you want to go.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Well, I mean, and you don't get that everywhere. And so you can feel like you're part of the family when you're here as soon as you step in the door. And that's something special to high school coaches, especially when you got that kind of treatment to where they allow you to be able to kind of come and do and see and learn. And it's pretty special, but we appreciate it for sure.
And I see you taking notes.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm always taking notes. Hey, you're either growing and learning or you're not.
Wow, that's my man.
Yeah.
We've had some wonderful discussions. We talk every year, man. We talk every year, and we've been trying to get this done for a while now. Just some type of way to be on the staff. But he's been so good in Alabama, first and foremost, then in Georgia, coaching high school football. It's hard to pull him away because he is the everything for that program. But finally, I was able to get to him and let him understand the opportunity is here right now, and he's going to be phenomenal in his role that he's going to have here. But he's a winner, man. He's a winner.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's important, Coach, because a lot of the fans miss it when you talk about accountability and how it starts and stops with you.
Yeah.
And your expectations, not only from players, but staff, and bringing in staff who are like-minded with you.
That's right. That's right. You got to be in alignment. And that's something that we meet about every morning when we go over these new kids that's coming in. We go over what transpired and how can we service them better? How can we help them become men and better sons and better siblings and just better persons overall. We trying to do a better job with that in this day and age of just portal and finances. We just got to go back to the basics and try to make sure they're men, and their priorities are aligned properly.
Coach, let me hit you with a fan question.
Okay.
Steve Maven dropped $21. That's what we're talking
21.
about. 21 black. Coach Prime, what do you hope people misunderstand today about CU's fit, but will clearly see in a few seasons?
We're intentional with everything we do. We're intentional with everything we do. It's hard for me to apologize for what God has allowed and God has ordained. I went through hell last year, man, and I went through it, and I wasn't here for a period of time to keep my hands on the product. And I think some things may not have happened had I been. And we got it right. We got it right now. We got it right now. And I'm touching everything that comes through the door and everything that comes out the door and everything that is involving CU football.
Yeah.
And is that
My eyes is on it all.
and is part of all of that why it's so important this season that you are the final say on who comes on this team?
Yeah, not only the final, the first say as well. So yeah, let's get that. Don't get that twisted. The first say. So I know what I want. I know how I want it. I know what we need and how we need it, and the type of young men that we needed. Let me let you in on very just a couple instances.
All right.
We got a young man just committed that passed by me on an airplane that I was going to see grown, right? And I'm sitting in the front of the plane, and he passed by. He said, "Coach, I'm in the portal. I'm such and such. I can play." Like, I could play. I said, "Man, can you really play?" Because you got nerve to do that. You got nerve
Yeah.
to challenge me, to check me like that. I said, "All right." I called Boxer B. I said, "Check this kid, such and such. Tell me what he got." Box called me back in 3 minutes, not 5.
Mm.
This kid can play. I get my butt up, walk to the back of the plane.
From first class.
Excuse me.
Like, oh,
Either I'm there flying, or I'm there flying the plane, or I couldn't. It was too late to get something private at that time, so we had to get there to see my son. Yeah. Anyway, Neely, why you distracting me, man? Why you distracting me from the story? Okay. Anyway, everybody, let's go back. Okay, I go back from that area to that other area to appease Neely. Okay, and I say, "Young man, talk to me." They say, "You got it. You ready to do this?" He said, "Well, I got it." I said, "Look, I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. You check me, and I'm checking you. You ready to do this?" He said, "Coach, I will come." Brought him in on a visit. He's a buff now.
That's what's up, man.
Okay. I had another grandmother, in a chair, scooter, sitting to the right. I'm giving you the visual of the recruiting lounge. She said, "Coach, I prayed 1.5 years and I wrote you a letter, but I never sent the letter that my grandson would play for you. And here we are." I said, "Lord Jesus." Another mother say, "Coach Prime, I prayed for this 1 year ago, that my son would be in here and we'll be in this situation. I ain't got time to be going back and forth with nobody. Y'all write up the papers right now. He coming."
Mm.
I'm not telling you the names, but this stuff is happening.
Yeah.
Another parent showed me video of the son at the camp in Jackson, Mississippi.
Come on, dog.
Yes, showed me the video. Then guess what? The mother topped that. The mother showed me November the 23rd on her phone. "Coach, I had a dream and God said that you was going to call me about my son." I said, "Lord Jesus."
Wow.
I started shouting. I heard the tambourine. I had to walk, and I started and I could go 3 more,
Yeah.
but it's that kind of divineness that's been
Mhm.
transpiring with God has been allowing us to know we got the right one. We got the
Coach,
right one.
these guys that you've been signing here of late, here's what they remind me of. When I think about Jimmy Horn Jr., LaJohntay Wester, Zay Weaver, people who were really heard of,
Mhm.
but you found them, brought them in, and they needed that opportunity, and they had that hunger.
They wanted it.
They had
They
that hunger.
wanted it. They wanted it. One dysfunctional team guys that wanted team and unity. It ain't like these guys. They gonna get what they gonna get because they deserve it, and if they deserve it, we're gonna get to them. But they ain't hearing about no bag.
Yeah.
They hear about playing the game of football at its highest level,
Yeah.
and then they know what comes with that.
Look at the names I just mentioned. Look where they are.
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
Like you,
yeah.
like you said,
Nigga, we don't. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Chico.
no, I was just gonna say shout out to Gilly and Wallow because you said on their podcast that you don't chase money, you chase greatness. The money gonna
Yeah.
come with it.
Yeah, that always happens. And the character of the young man, not only the character, the quality and the mentality. Keep note of that word, the mentality of these young men that we're bringing in are united. Like all of them got that why, and they like every last one of those guys. We didn't tell them. before they came and sat across from me, but every last one of them was sitting on the edge of the seat looking at me like that, like ready to go. Ready to go. And the receivers have been phenomenal. I wish I could tell y'all some stuff, but I know it's gonna go crazy. Like if we tell you, and I can't because some of these young men are going on visits with one more school because they promised and they got to keep their words.
Yeah.
But I know what we got in the ship.
Yeah. How has that process been, Coach, this year?
They're great.
Being able to touch everything and see
Oh
everything,
my God.
evaluate each player.
No, even to watch film. I mean, so intently that, it could be a young man. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Watching film with box and Pretty Tony, and you see a young man, get to the quarterback, rush and whoop everybody in front of him, and then he misses the sack and he lays there. Next guy.
Yeah. Because he didn't get up and go at the ball.
He didn't get up and go get it.
Yeah.
We're watching the DB, they bumping and running. They got great technique, they everything. Okay, opportunity to make the play. They get the pass breakup. He didn't go for the pick.
Yeah.
Don't want it.
Little things like that.
It's just little intangibles. The safeties, they sit up there, they read, and how do they get to the ball? Are they taking a step and they rounding it off, or they going right to it, with proper technique? And are they finishing?
Yeah.
Okay, go get him. I want him. I want him. So that call him right now. That's kind of been the rhythm and the way. And these young men have been phenomenal, man.
Yeah,
phenomenal because they're special in their own type of way, and we can't wait to bring them together. Can't wait. And you got to understand. Let me tell you a secret too. Offensively, when I was trying to frame it, but I got to start framing it because y'all are family. Okay, when I was conducting interviews for the OC, everybody I interviewed has averaged 30 points or more in their tenure as a head coach or OC offensively. Guess what, guys? Every game that we've ever scored 30 points, guess what has happened?
we win. We win.
This guy here, 35.
Yeah.
Over 30.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are certain things.
With the offense he created, not one that was
there you go. There you go.
And then when you're recruiting,
not only that, you give him better pieces than he's ever had.
Dog, you don't walk down I told you so road.
No,
with me,
I mean you just know who we're allowing to go out, who we're allowing to put it out there. You don't know the rest. Like it's more. It's more on both sides of the ball.
If you bring in an OC that's scoring 35 plus,
right,
and he has the opportunity to see what is potentially leaving, and he says in so many words, "No, coach, my system can run with this guy over here that's in the portal too." Why people ain't giving? I'm just gonna say it, coach. I think we got a problem with black leadership, black coaches. Like, why we can't get the benefit of the doubt?
Yeah, let's leave the color. Let's leave the color out of it. Let's leave.
Okay.
Let's leave.
Okay.
Let's leave.
That was me now.
That
was me, coach. Not you.
But I'm on the screen with you, so and my mouth moving. You know they got AI now, so they gonna make it like I said that. So
you said
can we just leave that out of there, please?
Like, y'all don't think this man know what he need for a system he created?
Yeah.
We'll just talk about that, coach, as far as how you bring in OC that has that success that you just pointed out, how when the recruiting process is going about on the offensive side of football, how you allow him to make those decisions as far as who he's bringing in or whether he's recommending and how much of are you involved in that process?
Chico, we talk about the need. We talk about the need and we talk about the want. And we're just trying to lace him with all the weapons that he could have. You got to understand he likes as well 11 personnel, 12 personnel. So you probably see a tight end pop up, in the next day or so that gets signed. So it's certain things like that. You want to accommodate the needs. Right now we're focusing as well on the big fellas up front that can stop the run. You got a guy to go get the pass. You got to understand a year ago, not last year, we led the Big 12 in sacks. So we got to get back to that. We got some guys that can really cover, can really do their thing that you should see popping up. I think a couple of them are in already, but you should see a couple more pop up in the next several days. But I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm elated with the work that this whole entire staff. When I tell you this whole staff is doing their thing, they're doing their thing, and I'm proud of them.
Yeah. Shout out to Cam, the wide receiver, said Travis gave him a call. How do you use former guys like Travis or Shador to help with the recruiting process?
But honestly, you don't even have to because they just do it naturally. Like that's just who they are. Those are the type of young men who they are. You got to understand that one of our best recruiters when he was in with Shador, like getting all those receivers, that was him. You know, and they was reaching out to him, wanting to play with him. And you got certain guys that have that appeal. The coaches in the scouting department, Box, pretty Tony is Coach Ray. I'm sorry, that's his hood name. Pretty Tony is what they call it. Yeah. Everybody assesses a lot of credit to a lot of other people, but Coach Ray ain't no joke. He why do you think we won in high school? Why do you think we won at Jackson? Why do you think we went in here? Like Coach Ray is that guy, and Box is doing his doggone thing too. He stepped up to the plate and he's balling. But the whole recruiting department, they're balling out. The staff, everybody is balling out. The morning meetings we have to go over the personnel is truly phenomenal, and I'm happy with what's going on. And because when I'm sitting in the meeting with these young men, the potential young men to join us, it's unbelievable, man. It really is. And they feeling, they feeling me out. They want to feel me. They want to see what they see on the gram or on Well Off or with Neely. They want to see if that's consistent.
Yeah. And it is.
It is. Yeah. It is. Well, it is. A lot of them have said it's even more. It's even more consistent than what they expected. Yeah, they see how real and genuine it is. So, because sometimes you think it's a show, it's this and that. And we ain't acting, we ain't faking, we ain't fronting. It is what it is, and they get to see that up close, and I like that. I like that they really get to see that up close because some people don't know. They only know what they've been told or what they assumed or whatever, but they get to see it up close now. How family oriented it is, and how cohesive we are.
Yeah. It's real. The only thing that we do that people don't get to see is when we're protecting players from themselves. Because sometimes they have moments that just as a young person, we got to protect a young person from a young person. But when it comes to you don't have no filter with it.
I don't. And let me tell you something too about the portal. Sometimes I'm overprotective. Like in the morning meeting this morning about all other kids, we have 2 prior kids that jumped in the portal and they're not getting the traction that I'm pretty sure they thought they were going to get. And I tell our staff, reach out to those people, let me get on the phone with them, see if we can help them. They're not in anymore and you can't come back, but I want to make sure we could help you get to your destination or what you want, because I don't think you did it right.
Yeah.
Because you're not getting what you wanted out of it. And that's money pretty much, but it's a way to do things. Well, I'm telling you the truth, Chico. Like I told you at the end of the season, people leave for money. They don't leave because they mad. They leave for money.
Yeah.
That's why they go. And I can't, sometimes you can't blame them, because if you don't believe in you and really think that you're that person and you got it, you better go get that bag somewhere else if they got more of it for you. But if you know you that person, you know you're going pro.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That not
mindset and mentality.
Yeah, that's gonna maintain you. It's gonna sustain you. Like that.
Mm-hmm.
That is just a different thought process. So I'm not mad at them. I never get upset with these young men who want to journey on. Sometimes I just want you to leave clean. Like leave clean. Don't leave broken. Because come on, man, we got tape.
Yeah. A lot of things.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to do that to no child, man, because they don't know. Because
we've had some question. Had a question from a fan that the discerning goddess wants to know, how do you mute the negativity, keeping it from yourself or your players or your staff?
Because I'm too positive to be that. What affects you don't affect me. Like what affects you may affect me when I was in my 20s. It don't affect me now because, first of all, I know me. You could only let things infect you when you let them in. I know me. You can only let things affect you when you looking out. I'm good. I'm looking straight ahead. I ain't doing all that. I'm good. I know where I'm going. Baby, when the
Yeah.
last time you been in a car and went on a journey and looked up? I ain't doing all that. I'm right here. I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Good man steps are ordered by who? And I'm a good man.
Right.
So I ain't built like that. Like this ain't just happened to me. Like people been coming at me even when I was a shorty because I had a tremendous gift.
Yeah.
You gotta understand, my own people was coming at me when I was a shorty. Because I had a tremendous gift, and I went on the other side to play that baseball and play that football because it was a lot of structure and a lot of organization that we may not have had where I resided.
Yeah.
So they was coming at me way back when.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Still
I've
coming.
always, still.
Yeah.
If they ain't coming, I'm not effective. Please come to let me know how effective I am.
See, Chico, I be telling Chico that.
Yeah. Come on,
No, I'm
man.
all with it. I'm all with it. They talk about how, speaking of the haters, they talk about how, man, I posted a picture on my social media about the players that you bring in. Well, these guys are coming from a lower level. They haven't made plays in the SEC. What do you say about that?
Plays are plays. Plays are plays. Tyler Perry was making plays on the stage. Then he messed around and put it on. Then he messed around and put it on the screen.
Oh, God, there you go. I'm gone.
Yeah,
I'm
man,
gone.
walk off of that, dog.
Plays are plays. He just got an
There it is right there.
opportunity. He just got an opportunity to put it on the screen so you can see it. Is
That's
he
right.
still not the Tyler Perry that we know? Like the plays are
Mhm.
plays.
Yeah.
So these guys, LaJohntay Wester, where was he making
Baller.
plays at?
Yeah.
Baller.
Where was Jimmy Horn making plays at? Where was Shador making plays at? Where was Travis making plays at? All of us came from something lesser, something more
Mhm.
minute. Everybody who's journeyed in and out, where did they come from?
Mm-hmm. Preacher.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I just so happened, Coach, this was week before last, before the Portal League opened, I happened to use Tulane and James Madison as an example.
Wow.
And you've now found two players from Tulane and James Madison. But I
We
said, y'all
just,
can't tell me.
we just got started with one of them schools now. Okay, we just got
Yeah.
started. Okay.
Well, I
Yeah.
told them, coaches, you
Trust me.
can't tell me it ain't
Yeah.
a dog at Tulane
Right.
that can play up in the Power Four and wants to prove it and prove it so much his hunger, he'll do it for less than somebody that's exiting. Because
Well,
he wants the future.
let me tell you what the naysayers are saying. They're saying if they got an opportunity, that God blessed them with an opportunity to go to the next level, they're not prepared. That's what they're really saying. They
Yeah.
themselves are not prepared, not the people that we have.
Yeah. Okay.
They're saying they couldn't handle the next level. Because if you can't see it for yourself, you sure can't see it for somebody else. You can't.
Actual and factual.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, the
if
kids
y'all
come
just
from.
tuning in, y'all
Yeah.
see Coach Prime on the screen right here on TMR Live. Uncle Neely, Big Dog Chico, hit the like, subscribe, coming out of other good stuff. We got to get into Shador Sanders first, Coach.
They can't see it in themselves, so how they see it for you?
I have no idea. But Shador saw it himself, and you saw it for the longest also.
Yeah.
How you think about my main man, Shiggity Shador Sanders?
I'm proud
how
of
he
him.
been doing?
I'm proud of him because a lot of things happen behind the curtains that people are not privy to. And I'm proud of his endurance, his understanding, and where God allowed him to be and where he is now spiritually. Like he's come so far spiritually, you have no idea. His relationship with the Lord right now and what he knows and believes and thinks. He's super and ultra positive. He can't control a lot of things that transpired, but he learned a lot as a young man. He learned a lot. You got to understand that was his first time cutting the umbilical cord that we had together, and he was out there on his own, and he had to do what he had to do, and he made it through the storms. And I'm proud of him, man. As a father, I'm proud of him because I know the journey.
Yeah.
You guys only see it from the distance, but I know the journey, and I've received the phone calls, and I know where he is, man. I'm proud of him. Matter of fact, he's with his brother right now in Miami, having a good time. Bucky's on his way there, so they're going to get together and have a good time. And I love that when you with your siblings, they choose to be with one another and to enjoy life.
Right.
But one thing I know about him, Coach, having witnessed him play 2 high school games, all of his collegiate games in person. He finna get back to work real soon.
Yeah. 2 weeks, probably 2 weeks.
Yeah.
He gonna kick it for 2 weeks, then he gonna get back to work. That's who he is. That's his game plan.
And I'm sure you'll be hosting some NFL receivers at Country Prime on that turf field. He puts in work now.
He gonna put in his work, and I know he's gonna do that. It's not gonna be because the lack thereof of work. And honestly, man, that's the intangible of all the young men that we brought in here. They love the work and they can't wait to work. We got freshmen down there right now at the window asking for cleats because they want to work.
Yeah.
You know, well, we got to make sure it's not illegal. It's not legal yet. You can't, not yet. But they want to work. So I love what I'm seeing. I love what I'm seeing.
Many of us have been impressed with Shedeur at the podium. Can you tell us, like a personal question, like, did you work with him as a youngster? Did he just observe you being in the media? Talk about that a little bit.
Both. He's always been with me. Like, he's the son, the child that always was with me. Like he never departed to go elsewhere, never got sideways and tripped and, had tantrums. Like, he was always with me. So he's seen a lot. He's always traveled with me. So those little conversations, those little things, and people just didn't take note of it. But he was the same way when he was here in his after the game pressers. And so that's why it just behooved me when you say he went into a room and acted out, in an interview with the NFL.
No, that didn't happen.
When I know what I know. Yeah. So that never transpired. But he understands, and like I said, he's had a wonderful spiritual encounter with the Lord that he gets it, and even more than ever. But I'm even proud of that. But I get on his nerve with text messages before and after the game about the direction and everything, because I'm trying to protect him in certain ways, because I know him like a book. But he's been doing a phenomenal job, but not only with his after the game pressers about the game, but just giving hope, man. Giving hope to the shorties and the people that has been ostracized. He is a role model for that. Because
Coach, has it dawned on you in your quiet moments that you and Shedeur both got closer to the Lord in the state of Ohio?
That's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's what you just triggered right there. You just triggered memory. One of the recruits that came in also, when I played for the Braves, they went to watch me play ball against the Reds, and I threw them a baseball that they still have.
Wow.
Is that correct? So that's the kind of God moments
crazy,
that I'm trying to tell you that has transpired. Yeah. That stuff like that has been happening. Yeah. And it's been crazy. Like, that truly happened. Like, he said, I still have the ball that you threw me in the stands. I was like, wow, that is crazy.
I think it went over some folks' heads, but you just talked about, you just sat down with a kid and his family, recruited them, they coming, and they were at your camp at Jackson State.
Yeah, they were. Mm-hmm. They showed me the footage.
4 years ago.
They showed me the footage of them at the camp. Yeah. Their father drove them to the camp, and they participated. They sure did.
Coach, if there's,
I got one more father thing for you, Coach, and it's something that I've witnessed, Chico.
Mm-hmm.
I was on a Zoom with Coach. I was in Jackson. He was in Canton, Texas, and he said, "Neil, I got to run. I got a meeting with Under Armour, but I got to get grown in here." He said, because what I do with him, whenever I'm doing contractual negotiations and media stuff, I make sure he's in the room with me. So the first time he has to do it as a pro won't be the first time he's experienced it.
I love that.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm not going to even begin to tell you what he's made, in this 1 year in the NFL. I'm not talking about the NFL contract either. I'm talking about what he's. Yeah. We trying to buy something together right now on the beach. Let's let you know what he's made.
I got 5 on it.
Yeah. Matter of fact, that's the accurate number.
No, I mean, I got 5 on it.
Yeah, it's the accurate number.
A real 5.
Chip in.
Accurate number.
There's one more for you here, maybe a couple more. But he said, "What's the one standard?" Appreciate that, Carlos J. What's the one standard fans never see that has changed the process the most?
This desire and your why you play this game, and your desire. That's changed a little bit. That's changed a little bit. We all like to think if the finances weren't involved, that you would still choose me. We would like to all think that, and that's the way I go at it. I don't get into the financial aspect of the young man. They know they can't talk numbers with me. They got to talk football with me and talk life with me. So
because you will hang up the phone. I've witnessed it.
Yeah, I would like to think that if none of that was involved, who would you choose? No.
I love that.
Yeah,
Coach,
that's real.
let me ask you this, Coach. As a head coach, and you've done this portal every which way but loose since it's been in existence, but this year you don't have to worry about it again in the spring. Did you find that advantageous as far as what you're building?
I love it.
Spring ball?
I love it, but it's a lot of holes in it because now you got to get guys in and in school and registered in that amount of time, and that's not fair to some institutions.
Yeah.
Because some institutions dismiss some of your credits that you come with. Like if you come with 80 credits, you only need whatever to graduate. They don't honor certain credits, and now you got to release probably 10 to 12, 15 credits and then sign up to something that can get you closer to your degree. That's tough. Making that happen for some of these young men that expeditiously. So they got to do a better job in the timing of everything. And then that affected a lot of people in bowls because a lot of these kids wanted to, they was ready to go. They was ready to dip.
Yeah.
And a lot of, some teams didn't even want to play in the bowl games because the kids were jumping in the portal and they didn't have the staff.
Did we start the season early? Did we take the season longer? How did we get the calendar to match up?
You may want to start the season a couple weeks earlier. You may want to start the season a couple weeks early. And as far as the bowl games, if you decline to go to a bowl game, you should be dismissed. Come in. You should be dismissed the following year for a bowl game. Pretty Tony just walked in. You got good news. I'm talking to Chico and Neely.
Is what they
yeah.
Coach Ray.
This is Pretty Tony.
Oh, he popping his collar. He walked in here bow-legged. Nah. He walked in here bow-legged. Look at it. He popping his collar right
at the same time.
Hey,
tonight is the night we ride.
Oh Lord, it's tonight. You heard that now. The thing about it, he'll cry to you before he lie to you.
That's right.
Yeah. Remember what he said now.
We ride with you, baby. We ride with you.
Remember what he said. So what that means is it's gonna be some pop and some collars tonight. Chico, you had something for me. What you had for me?
It's gonna be like Sally Sale going down. Hey, I just wanted to put up a little praise.
Frozen.
Am I frozen?
Yeah, I got you now. I'm sorry, I got you now.
I just want to put a little praise up there from quarterback Julian Lewis' dad, TC, out there. He said, I couldn't be more thankful for CU Bus football, Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, Rick George, for their support over the past 12 months. More work to do. What do you think about Julian Lewis and his progress?
Well, he's making tremendous progress, not only on the field, but off the field. And I love when a father's involved in a young man's life intimately. It's refreshing. It helps us. It helps tremendous. There's some mothers out there doing a wonderful job, so don't think I'm dismissing that. But when a father's involved, it's a addition. We're so quick to criticize when a man is not involved, so we got to praise them when they are. And I'm happy for all our fathers that have sat on those couches that are involved in these young men's life. And the mothers are doing a phenomenal job. You know, they down, they straight.
Yeah.
I had a praying mother the other day, prayed so hard. She brought me some oil. She anointed me. She called it down from heaven. I walked out there. I was doing my dance after she got finished praying. She prayed so hard. She touched the sky with that thing, man. I said, go ahead, sister. Go ahead, sister.
And I mean, there has to be, and I'm saying this as a parent, there has to be a high level of comfort when you're handing your child over to somebody with a kindred spirit.
Well, we try to do it genuinely, and we try to do it for real. Like, one of my attributes in hiring coaches is you got to be a good father.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hire you to take care of somebody else's kid, and you don't even take care of yours.
Exactly.
That don't make no sense. So that's one of the attributes. Ain't gonna be no deadbeats, on this staff. Ain't gonna be nobody that's forgoing their responsibilities in fatherhood on this staff. It don't work like that. So we try to do the best we can, and not only to get to know the kids, if they need mental health, if they need spiritual health, we give them everything they need. We try to meet them where they are.
Coach, you announcing on the morning run, you got a couple more staff things coming in, and we'll be sure and break that for you when the time is right. But you've had some staff guys go out because they've been elevated. And what does it take for you as a head coach, CEO, that your people move up?
Man, I'm happy. I just called Brett yesterday with a kid that I think could help the program that he's at right now. So I'm happy. I'm excited. That's the goal. I don't want to hold these guys hostage for the rest of their life. I want them to soar and move on and move up. And I don't count it as a loss. I count it as an addition because they've been blessed. And now we're going to give somebody else an opportunity to be blessed. So it's like Rashad. I'm thinking about right now, making him not the code, like making him the inside receiver, slot receiver, outside receiver coach, period, because he deserves it and he's worked his butt off. Johnny Mack got bumped up when Marshall left, but he was already in place doing his thing. You can't wait to be the man. When you get to be the man, you got to be the man before you get that call to be the man. That's what constitutes that you are him.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard a pastor say this weekend, Coach, that when God looks at me, I'm speaking on from the pastor's word. He said, when God's looking at me as pastor, he don't see no difference between me and the assistant pastor. The assistant pastor role is just as important as mine in God's eyes. Like, we're in this thing together, but y'all try to treat us different because our title's different. Right. But that ain't the way it works.
For here, I tell our staff, your title is only to locate you. That's it. That's the only. Your title is just where your location, where I know where your desk is. That's all that is. What room you in? That's it.
Yeah.
Because you got to exceed that. You got to do more than that. Yeah, you got to be more about that. That's all that is. If I'm just a head coach, I'm missing it. I'm missing it around here. I'm so much more than that. That just identifies what my office is.
Right.
That's it.
I like that.
Love that.
Man.
Give me one more. Give me one more before I get out of here. I gotta go get some guys. I gotta go.
That's right. They coming.
Dogs,
they coming.
Man.
Like Sally
I hear
said,
folks
going
barking
down
out there in the hallways. I hear some barking out there in the hallways, man. I gotta go get these dogs.
That was gonna be my question, Coach. If I'm a dog out there and don't have a chance to walk on the plane and see you right there, what can I do to get my film in front of you in the next
I always say
week?
Ain't hard to find. I really ain't. Yeah. We have so many different ways of contacting us through the school, through people. And the main way is through people. Like, somebody, Trick Daddy. know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. Like you got to. And that's how we got former players. Shadozi on right now. Sending three defensive linemen. Hit me, came to see me yesterday. So these guys, some of the guys that had great experiences are still trying to help us win, man. And I respect the heck out of that. So when Big Dozy come up here with a guy, I'm gonna look at the guy. That's Chidozie. Because I got two Chidozie we just got commitments from. Because we did well with that size, that stature, that strength, that durability. We did well with that. So we look for two Chidozis.
Yeah. Damn right.
You got that right.
And they want to act like you don't know what you needed.
I don't know, man.
You got it. Hey, Neely, let me tell you something, man. If folks ain't talking, if folks ain't hating, you're not effective. You're not effective. You're not effective.
Yeah.
In all my life, I've been effective.
Get on out here, dog. My man. Hey, brother, we appreciate you, man. Much love.
Hey, I don't endorse them, but I got these in my drawer because we getting them headaches right now.
Once again, Coach
Hey, love y'all,
Prime.
man. God bless.
Love you too, Coach. Appreciate
All
you. Coach Prime.
Morning Run
joining
Live,
us
man.
on
Coach
the
Prime
morning
popped
run.
in. Been with us almost an hour. So if you missed this live, make sure you go back and catch the replay with Coach Prime joining in on the morning run. Had north of 1,000 watching live. Y'all make sure no matter when you hopped in, if you didn't see it all, because I'm gonna tell you this, Chico. From the first question to the last, he brought the heat now.
He ain't lying. Definitely. Answered the
He brought
questions
the
for
heat.
y'all in the chat out there. He was prime being prime right here on the Pregame Network, the morning run live. He's here. Hit that
Chico,
follow
let me
button.
ask you
Hit
something.
that subscribe button. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna do like them old Southern courtroom attorneys. I got my client on the stand. I already know the answers.
Okay.
Didn't we tell the people he was coming?
Shout out my haters. I know that you're
Did
watching.
we not tell the people that we were insiders?
Plotting and wishing.
Did we
and
not
hoping
tell
that
the
we
people
fall.
that you can count on information when you hear it from the morning run?
You told them.
Why would you go drink water somewhere else?
I have no idea. They like nasty water. They like piss. They like hot dog water. That's the reason right there.
Pink with a little meat chunks in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheap hot dog fall apart in there. Get a little meaty water.
Yeah. Look like the little thing. You know what? Dennis was in the chat. He said he wanted to give a shout. Let's go ahead and go over the super chats too, because I saw Dennis
sorry
say
we couldn't get to all of them. They were rolling in
get to it.
fast and didn't want to break Coach Prime's questions up when he got to rolling.
But Coach Prime will
We did
see
get
it
to a
later, so
couple
no
of
worries. So he said, Coach Prime, thanks for allowing my dog and me at practice. He unfortunately passed, of course, away last fall, but we have memories we can't forget. Most definitely.
That's
Shout out
right,
to you,
Dennis. And like you said, we're going to make sure Coach Prime see these. We'll clip them and send them to him.
Most definitely.
So let's roll through them all, Chico.
All right. We can start at the top.
Some of these he answered organically, like that one right there about Shador.
I know you ran through some of them. Run through them. There you go.
Yeah, Big Beach Franklin, that was $2 super chat. Coach Prime rocking with the runners. Oh, now.
Damn right.
TMR and Coach Prime is a great start to the year. Solid. Hey, Ellen, we told y'all. Yeah, I love anything. I don't care if it's 99 cents, but I love when Prime is on, y'all was dropping them 21s. Because myself, I'm always bet on 21 black.
You ain't lying. I've done that before. I was in the casino one time, and I bet at 21 black. Then I ran out of money, and I was about to walk out, and I watched this lady who walked up and put a stack on 21 black.
And hit.
Boy, I wanted to fight her, dog. I wanted to fight her, Unc.
Gotta go 21 black, people. You gotta go 21 black. Hey, let me tell you something Jimmy Johnson said about Jerry Jones. And, they haven't had the best of relationships past 30 years. So, it's true if he's saying something good. He said, I'm telling y'all this, man. If I was down to my last dollar bill and I ain't had nothing else in the world, I'm going to find Jerry Jones and get to him because he's going to turn that dollar into two. He's going to turn that 2 into 4.
That's real.
And that's how we're Prime. Like, he know football now. We got some more out there, Chico, on Super Chat side.
Yep, we do. Let's go to where we go. Make sure that we get that one.
Big Mike with 10. Yeah, Coach Prime, Atlanta Southwest, keeping you and the nephew in prayers. I know he's going to appreciate that. Appreciate that, Big Mikey.
Big Mike.
The gift of memberships. The gift of memberships keeps on giving, man. Leave the gaming with the 5 memberships. Y'all claim them things. We did that one. We read that one to him. We did that
one too.
Yeah.
That one.
You just went that one. And this is the one he answered organically. Appreciate that Will 05 to $49.99 super. Coach Prime was thoughts on Shador, and he told you that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, Carlton.
Man. That was funny. I saw that during that Big Beats.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Big Beats. Hey, Big Beat. Hit me up, dog. Like slide it to Chico. I need a beat for Morning Wood.
No, you didn't get the recent beats he sent like a couple weeks ago.
No,
he did say in the email that it kept coming back to him, and I thought that he had
something went bad with that address, man. So
okay, I'll forward it to you then.
That's why I gave Danny that new address, and then he wanted to argue about that.
Oh, then Danny, man, let's give a shout out to Den Danny. We're gonna do that before the show is over. Don't worry, Den Danny. We got you. Hold on. We're going a little longer today. Pause. All right, we did that
Yeah,
one.
we did that one. Yeah. Man, what a killer show, man.
Big time.
Y'all thought we was dropping off because we was going to 3 days a week in January. We had the head coach of Colorado football on live.
We just revving up. We just
getting going.
That's right. We're gonna give a shout out to Den Danny, our fan appreciation spotlight of the week. You ready, Den Danny?
Hold on, Chico, before you do it. I know I ain't gonna set up. I just want everybody to take a deep breath. I just want everybody, because when we pull out this wood that Den Danny been talking about, because he talking about he got some wood to show us, and he shout out to Den Danny. Y'all brace yourselves.
Well, Den Danny, I guess he's a craftsman out there, woodsman out there. And he did a hell of a great job, actually. You know what I mean? I was pretty impressed, to be able to work with your hands like that, do your thing. And this is what Den Danny came up with. We're going to give him fan appreciation of the day. Danny with the wood.
My only question, Den Danny, I love it. I love it, Den Danny. Is you should have put Chico pencil sharpener in his mouth.
What? Two questions. Why would you want my pencil sharpener in my mouth? And the second question, why is it right there too? Like,
because if it was in your mouth, it would match your little hat.
I think I look like a Polynesian on there too, but I kind of look Polynesian on there, huh?
And I don't know if you're half bigger than mine, but he got you like you're taller than me, Chico, and I would dunk on you.
I think he. What you talking about? NBA 2K? I think he's trying to say my head big. It's almost like I got that Johnny B. Bad look.
Chico, I do gotta ask this though, Chico.
Don't you know no good?
I do gotta ask this. I appreciate the gift. I can't wait to get it, and it'll be sitting right up here behind me somewhere on display. But I do gotta ask this, Chico.
What's that?
When the last time you even had a damn pencil? Like who like?
Great point.
I've taken the most unused sharpener.
Maybe I could take it to my little ones. I took a pencil from my son the other day. I just look at him as that's a potential that could poke you in the eye. Y'all play too much. Y'all ain't writing that these days. Here's a weapon. All y'all need is crayons and markers nowadays. Everything else y'all want to do like this. Little 2-year-old already know how to swipe on the phone. That's crazy.
Hey, Professor Booty Arm in the building, man. Appreciate that love, Chuck Bishop.
BA.
1999. Wish I'd seen you in here, man. I know Prime would have loved to shout you out.
Booty Arm Bishop.
I don't know if Prime know him as Booty Arm though.
You probably know him as Booty. That would have been crazy if he would have been like, "Yeah, that's Booty Arm." No, what up, dog? Don't be letting them call you Booty Arm, dog.
Hold up, then Dan. Hold up, then Dan. Hold up now. Then Dan say put a Jolly Rancher in there. Come on, then Dan.
Say why Uckwood so dark? Sometimes a little bit darker than the rest of the body.
They don't get no sunlight down there.
Hey, oh man,
like that black patch between your ass cheeks, and just ain't no sun in there.
Hey guys, before we go, we're gonna go to some real college football news. Real college football news. We can talk about this, man. Mavs owner, or I think he's a minority owner nowadays, but serial entrepreneur from Shark Tank, of course, Mark Cuban, and IU alum, is backing the transfer portal. He's stroking that check, as the Arizona State coach once said that he needs out there in Arizona. What do you think about that, man? We saw the owner of Barstool do the same thing for Michigan football. You seeing a lot of other celebs step up. You saw Troy Aikman even say about the quarterback that UCLA had and end up leaving. Hey, man, I paid a lot of money for that guy just for him to come and stay for a season and leave. What do you think about these donations going on nowadays?
Let me start with the end. There's going to be more Troy Aikmans in the future because this system does not allow for accountability. And what I mean by accountability, this system does not allow for pay for play. So when you ante up to these guys, it's not based on what they do and you can't claw something back. So it just is what it is. So frustration is going to mount much more than jubilation. it's a used car market. You're going to statistically get it wrong more than you get it right to some degree or another. But what you're seeing take place in Indiana with Mark Cuban and what you see take place in Arkansas basketball with the Chicken families and the Waltons, and what you see take place, with the Texas oil companies and Texas Tech, this is where we are. The NCAA has a rule about how much the institution can set aside in paying its players, around 22%, 22 million, I think it is. But the outside NIL has no caps. And so there are certain marketplaces that are more advantageous to be in because of the alumni base and the environment than others.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be at all levels. Jackson State, being in the capital city of Jackson, will have an NIL advantage over Mississippi Valley, which is located in Itabinga. And that same thing goes all the way up through the power forwards, based on their alums as well in their environment. So what you see Cuban doing, saying, hey, you already there in the Final Four, I'm finna invest in you getting back in 26. You're going to see more and more of it, which is why, again, Arizona coach stood there. Phoenix, Arizona said, look, somebody stroke us 20 million.
Yeah.
We need 20 million. I'm going to get us there.
Yeah. Damn, man. The way college football is nowadays, dog. Hey, we're in a whole different world. What was the song from Disney? A whole new world. We definitely there nowadays in college football.
I can't sing that one with you. That'd make us a couple. Got another super drop in. Double blessed twin mommy, 1999. Super appreciate that love. Blessings in the new year. Great to see Coach Prime keep shining. Hey, gamers. It wasn't, man. Coach Prime is looking good too, man.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Definitely a difference from a year ago, man. And hey, we're behind them 100%. Y'all saw him right here, and y'all saw the support. Y'all saw the love. So y'all know what to do, man. Y'all make sure y'all stay right here and stay a runner. We see a lot of people.
And I will say this, Chico.
Stay a runner.
I will say this, Chico, and this is no bullshit. As the young folks say, no cap.
No capulation.
As we go into the spring, which is now, I'm not talking about spring ball. I mean the spring semester. What you can expect live on the morning run, particularly when the portal closes, we'll be having more and more special guests of Colorado staff join the show live. So always keep that notification bell on. Sometimes when we have them schedule things happening and the day may shift. So when we can promote it, we will. But we also know that a lot of people catch this on replay, so they'll still be seeing it. But expect more, man. Expect more from the coordinators, the position coaches, the staff, etc. And we're going to then take this thing all the way through spring ball, which I think first practice starts March 1st, and the spring game probably being in early April.
All right, for the over 800 people up in here, 800, we got 8 seconds of engagement. Y'all hit that share button, hit the like button. Become a member right now. Y'all can do that. That way you'll be notified each and every time we go live, and also you'll get early access to anything that we drop on live and for members only also. So, hey, man, we will be cutting this thing up. So y'all stay tuned for it to be online and everywhere else. Follow us on social media and all things of that nature. Anything you want to leave them with?
No, just another reminder, because I know this is the first full week of January. No show tomorrow, which is Thursday. We'll be back live on Friday. You got Ole Miss in Miami Thursday night, so Friday morning we'll be discussing the outcome of that game. And then you got Oregon, Indiana that Friday night, and we'll be back on Monday morning with the morning run discussing that. And then, of course, Sunday night, Uncle Chico live. NFL season is over, so we won't be going live right after Shadur's game. It'll be back in that nighttime slot. So, again, no live show tomorrow, which is Thursday, but check us out Friday on TMR Live. And hint, may have no special guest.
And I'm pretty disappointed in y'all haters out there. Y'all trolls in the chat, y'all haters. I'm pretty disappointed because y'all was silent as hell with Coach Prime.
Oh man, had the man right there and wouldn't say nothing to him.
Wouldn't say a damn thing. All up in this thing. You brought him to the neighborhood. Everybody was talking about if he ever come around here, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Yeah. That man walked into the
I was gonna talk to you about that offline, Chico, but you brought it up online. I'm disappointed y'all haters. I thought our haters were braver than that.
Y'all did all.
Because I promise you, had the hater even dropped 99 cents, I'm gonna put it on the screen and say, Coach. Yeah.
Damn shame. And now you want to come in here and hate now. I would have been hit. If I would have been in here, I would have said this, man.
Scared.
You want to do the damn thing, sit on your hands and put your feet in
BAN.
your mouth.
A BAN.
Can't stand y'all.
Ninjas and flies, I do despise. One spread shit, the other spread lies.
You ain't lying. Shout out to you, Danny, for being our spotlight supporter runner of the week. His wood came with certification.
Pause.
Yes.
Oh, he said his wood came. He stopped right there. He said his wood came. You gotta stop, Chico.
He said pause and he throw the flag, he put the hat on. That's gonna be our
Chico,
flag.
Yeah. You know how we got the Hater of the Week award?
Yeah.
We gonna name it's got to be the Coach Brew Award because Coach Brew is dropping them too. We whoever get the worst times could be taken the wrong way. You gonna get the Brewski. That's the
Brewski Award. I'll create some for that. The Brewski Award. Boy, Coach Brew.
Man, Coach Brew was on here. Coach said, "Man, I got up behind Gates and that big butt was pounded back on me.
He had big as ass." I said, "What? Hold up."
They're like, Coach, stop.
In the chat talking about, he's speaking Chico language. He's speaking Chico language. I knew exactly what he was saying. I told y'all my tight ends coach used to speak the same damn way, though. Same way. So,
Let's see. Hold on. I saw a comment. Hold on. It's atrocious. It's like, whoa, dog. Did Danny, man? Shout out for to Danny.
Hold up. He actually
took to make that with really a lot of love, man. We appreciate it. And I promise when it arrives here, you're gonna see it right up here behind me somewhere.
I gotta see because I gotta see what the certificate says, and we might have to read it in his voice. But let me see. I don't know. Okay. Oh, I can never see that.
Title of artwork, Lil Neely, artist name, Daniel Rangel. Hey, man, you can the Congressman Rangel? Got the date it was produced and what wood it was produced from. Chico, from a dead tree in Dinuba, California. Appreciate that, Danny.
In Dunbar, what? Dinuba?
I don't know, man.
Come on, man. Why? You know what?
Let me get back. I'm trying to find Hate of the Week comments.
It's all right. Hey, that's pretty dope, though, Danny, man. Just to be able to make that, to make it even resemble us. I think that's dope. That's talent. Motherfuckers in the chat hating the same, trying to get an autograph.
An autograph, a job, access. Oh, here go one.
Yeah,
I don't know if this is gonna be Hate of the Week category because it's kind of lame. He's whack. Good effort though, but you ain't say when he was in here.
Right.
HAN.
I used to tell y'all on my show before, hey man, if it's funny, I'll laugh at it. If it's not funny though, you're gonna get the womp womp womp. All right. Thank y'all for coming out, man. This has been another great episode of TMR Live with Uncle Chico, the morning run. Y'all hit that like, subscribe, comment, and everything else button so y'all can make sure y'all stay tuned each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and any other time we drop some content right here on our networks. All right. Shout out to Goonsville Clothing. Shout out to unclechico.myshopify.com. Go and get you some. If you haven't already, we got more to come right here.
Yeah, we got the new stuff dropping. We approved the logos just yesterday. So new stuff dropping real soon.
Big things popping and little ish stopping.
And if you get out here, you're gonna be dope boy, dope boy fresh.
You ain't lying.
Yeah.
You bitch not EU. Thank y'all for coming out once again. Peace in the Middle East. Hit that like.
Oh, one thing, Chico.
What's that?
Hey, haters.
Throw a shocker for y'all haters in the back.
Hey, haters.
You bitch you. Yeah, y'all. Because they watching. Yeah, they watching.